My people, welcome to 4 Point TV. Now the election wey we dey wait don finally happen for Edo State. Now the result of the election shock some people, while some dey happy, some not happy at all. Now PDP, they don come say they reject that election. They say no, say na Asue Ighodalo na im win this election. Now PDP dey talk now say APC come join hand with government agency. They come work together to take wetin belong to them wey be PDP. They say democracy now dey under threat because of this thing wey dey happen so. Because they not really follow the rule of law. Make we hear how this PDP man, their oga, one of their oga, how he puts this statement. Remember to subscribe for this YouTube channel, share, and we will still bring you some other news as things they go as a result.
Thank you, sir. So anybody that wants move.
For democracy and political stability of our dear nation that I address you today. From unfolding political events in the country, the latest being the brazen rigging of the Saturday, September 21st, 2024 Edo State Governorship election by APC in connivance with government control agencies. It's clear that our democracy is really under threat. As you know, and widely reported in all segments of the media, the 2024 Edo State Governorship election, which was barefacedly compromised by the APC in collusion with unpatriotic security operatives and heavily procured INEC officials who viciously trampled on the votes of the people in defiance of the law and total disregard to the sovereign will of the people of Edo State. You may recall that the PDP has on several occasions alerted you people of this sinister plot by the APC to subvert the election, and the roles allegedly been played by the AIG Zone 7 in person of Benes Egwe and Edo State Commissioner of Police, and the appointment of a known apologist of the APC and supporter, Dr. Onoa, at the Edo State Resident Electoral Commission. Several demands by our party, both in written to the IG and INEC chairman, for redeployment of all these officers, which was tendered to them before the advent of this election because of the suspicion and conspiracy to rig this election, which was actually given sign for this election, was neglected completely. Nigerians and the world watch in horror as the APC compromised security operatives and thugs unleashed terror, harassed, arrested, and detained PDP members and supporters, forced siege mentality before and on election day, and paved the way for its agents and procured INEC officials to manipulate the ballot process, substitute genuine results from the polling units with fictitious figures and transfer the victory clearly won by our candidate, Asue Ighodalo, to the defeated APC candidate. As Nigerians already know, despite the violence, intimidation, and manipulations by the APC, results obtained from the polling unit show our candidate, Dr. Asue Ighodalo, clearly won the election before the figures were altered at the state coalition exercise in favor of the defeated APC candidate. The PDP therefore unequivocally rejects the final result of the Edo State governorship election as declared by INEC, as it did not meet the minimum standard for democracy, having not reflected the express will and aspiration in line with the provision of the Electoral Act 2022 and INEC guidelines for state governorship election. The PDP demands that INEC, within the time stipulated by Section 65 of the Electoral Act 2022, review the Edo State governorship election and announce results only as obtained from the genuine votes cast at the polling units. The PDP calls on all Nigerians and lovers of democracy all over the world to stand up in solidarity with the people of Edo in rejecting this assault on the democratic rights of the people as witnessed in the Edo State governorship election. The people of Edo State clearly choose Dr. Asue Ighodalo as the next governor of their state, and only their will, as expressed at the polling unit, must be allowed to stand. The PDP charges the people of Edo to remain resolute and undeterred as our party takes sure and firm steps to retrieve the mandate with every means legal and available in a democracy. Thank you for listening.
I only want to say, beyond what is in our statements, that the CDD also has issued a statement with a number of other election observation groups about some aspects of the elections, particularly relating to the collation of the results. I will not say much about that in our report because that is part of a general report that has been given out with the broader network of observer groups from Nigeria that covered the off-cycle elections in Edo State. I'm sure INEC will do that, will review that to make sure that there are no breaches of the law. And I think it will be presumptive for us to make any categorical statement about that now. Since the results are not before us, these are from our observers. So I think, but it is important that we've highlighted these problems. The question of overvoting and the question of the difference between what was uploaded and what was declared. I think moving forward, I think within that 7-day window, that all those who have information should submit them to INEC, and you make it public also. So I think this is an opportunity for Nigerians to take an active part, because I think there are questions, definitely questions, about the discrepancy between what was uploaded and what was finally recorded. But technology can be manipulated, and we need to be very, very alert that it's not the answer. People find ways of going around it. And I think it's very, very important that you do this. So that was why we highlighted this in our reports as well. And that is why I also started off by saying that unusually for the CSOs to come together and make specific comments about a specific aspect of the process, namely, problems with the coalition process. But I think it's also ought to be emphasized that at the root of all of this is the attitude of our political leaders, the political class, in terms of going out to undermine the process. And I think we need to shift our focus towards that and seeing how we should be able to make also the political leaders accountable to us in terms of how they view elections. We cannot keep on going on like this. And I think that's my own personal opinion. But I think it's important that you in the press also keep on highlighting this.